Hey everyone, welcome to a very special video. Today we are celebrating the birthday of a very good friend of mine, Ty. I can't remember exactly when it was I met Ty, but we went to Pokemon League together in late 2018, early 2019, and we became friends pretty quickly. He's always just such a positive person, very vibrant, and it was hard not to gravitate towards somebody like that. So we actually started working the same job together soon after that. I was looking for a different kind of job, and he told me that where he was working was hiring, and I love to be around him. So of course I had to take him up on the offer when he said he would go talk to his boss for me. So I started working there, and we talked Pokemon all shift, and then right after we were done, we'd sit down with our employee meals and eat real quick, and then bust out the play mats, the dice, the cards, everything, and then test for the next 2, 3, 4 hours. And then on our days off, we'd go to the local Burger King, and we'd also just test there. We just love to play the game of Pokemon together and test together because we were getting ready for an upcoming regional that was in Santa Clara in May, and that was my very first regional. He was unfortunately able to go because right around that time he had just accepted a new job offer. So even though he wasn't able to go to that one, that's where I met Andy, as you guys all know, and we became good friends as well. But we were ready to test for the next season. The World Championships were coming up in August, so we had planned to go for our Worlds invites the upcoming season. So we immediately started testing post-rotation, and that's actually going to be today's video. Was the first ever tabletop video that I've ever recorded, and the only one that he had ever done. And he did it for his YouTube channel, and he just wanted to kind of expand his content, so we had the idea to come together, figure out some sort of setup where he could put his laptop to record our gameplay, and that's what gave us the inspiration to do a tabletop video. We had planned it out for a pretty long time, and still, of course, it wasn't as quality as we would want it to, but we did the best we could, and we were very proud of it. If you guys do want to go check out the original video, it will be the only link in the description. But that was about the first time that we decided to start testing post-rotation to prepare for the next regionals that season so that we could travel the world together and compete. Unfortunately, because of his new job, he wasn't able to test as much as he wanted to. But we would still hang out every once in a while outside of work, outside of Pokemon as well. We often went to one of the local parks to play some basketball with people he went to high school with, and that was really fun. But work was just causing him to be away longer than he had hoped. In fact, he became so busy to the point where we weren't able to hang out like at all for about a 6 to 8 month period, I would say. And it was really unfortunate because of the plans that we had, but sometimes life gets in the way. And then the next year had actually rolled around, and we hadn't chatted for a while because, again, life happens. And I went to wish him a happy birthday because I got the Facebook notification that today was his birthday. So I went to send him a message on his timeline, and as I was reading through it, his family members were saying stuff like, "We miss you." And that was when I had realized that he was no longer with us. And that was something that completely crushed me and still hurts me to this day, because I could have been sending messages to him, checking up on him more often. We could have stayed in touch even though he was super busy at the time, but that never happened. And the last time I had spoken to him was 8 months prior to me learning of his death. So please just take this as a lesson to always check up on your friends, check up on your family members, tell them that you love them, because life is short. But I'm just so thankful for Ty because he was the reason that I wanted to start competing in the Pokemon trading card game, and he's the reason why I still do it to this day. I am forever grateful for all of the experiences that I got to share with Ty. He was a massive light in our local Pokemon community, and this video is for you guys who knew him and miss him as much as I do. We hope you enjoyed this video. Don't judge us on our terrible misplays, us thinking we know exactly what we're doing, because that was not the case. It was really funny watching that video back, and we had a lot of work to do, but we did our best. We always did, and I will always be proud of that. Thank you for clicking on this video. Happy birthday, Ty. We love you, and we miss you.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi. So let me find, oh yeah, I'm gonna start off with this.
Who says we need to cut this?
This is brilliant stuff. Bloopers. Greetings and salutations, all you Yoshis living in the land of milk and honey. I'm Yoshi StarChild. This is my good buddy, Matt. You're cool being called Matt?
Yep, that works for me.
Awesome. We're here to show off our Pokemons. And I'm playing the dreaded Mag Cargo GX. It's totally the deck. I'm being sarcastic, as is pretty usual. We're doing some post-rotation testing, and I'll let Matt take it away and describe his deck that I think is going to be pretty meta.
All right.
I don't claim to be an expert, but
I'm hoping. We'll see. So I'm playing Malamar, which has the ability Psychic Recharge. So it'll take a Psychic Energy from your discard pile and put it to anybody on the bench. And then I have a Garchomp Giratina. This one's in Japanese. It's a proxy. So its first attack, linear attack, does 40 damage anywhere you want. And the second attack for a Psychic, Fighting, and Colorless does 160 damage. And if your opponent's Pokemon has any damage counters on it, it does 80 more. So 240 damage is a lot of damage. And then its GX attack for 2 Psychic and a Fighting, it's called GGN-GX. It discards one of your opponent's Pokemon. And that can be pretty good too to stop anything like a Reshiram Charizard or a Pikarom. Anything big that's setting up a lot of energy. And then if you have 3 more Fighting attached, you can discard 2. This deck only runs 3 Fighting energy and 7 Psychic. So the goal is not to discard 2 Pokemon.
it's just to get rid of any, any pesky GXs. I'm going for kind of a value Reshizard. There's a regular Mag Cargo in here, but you got the Mag Cargo GX, which I should actually see. Yeah, I found it. This is our garage. This is our basement. This is hanging in the basement with Pokemon. That's just garage band. It feels a little low rent to me. So our recording device is literally on a stool, a printer, and a book. But we're making it happen. We're living the dream right now. So I have, the flexibility to pull out some GXs if I need to, but I'm primarily going to try to use these Charizards over here, the vanilla baby from Team Up, recycle the energy mostly, but Brock Skrit's there to bring them back if I need them. We got some dye set up. We got some Swedish fish off camera.
Yep, I love Swedish fish.
I don't think you can expect us to not eat them on camera. We'll see.
We left the bag over there on the counter, so hopefully we won't be digging into it.
But I'm eating one now. So we're gonna just test and see how this goes.
Yep.
I'm all shuffled up.
All right.
So if you want to give a tap, oh man, or a cut.
Would you like heads or tails?
I will go heads. It's always heads, except for when it's not.
Except for when it's not. Oh, now we're off the table. Let me try that again.
Let's do one more.
It is heads.
It's
all
heads.
Right.
All right. I gotta try to get that evolution advantage, so I'm gonna go first. But this is a kind of a tricky matchup for just trying to do straight Charizard, because Charizard is gonna,
I have to take a mulligan.
Mulligan? Oh man. Put that back and look for another basic, sir. So I'm gonna probably be trying to lean a little more on the GXs against this particular matchup. But we'll see how it goes. We were talking about changes earlier, and I can't remember what I was considering cutting, because I think we decided 2 Slugmas need to be in here. I only have
Yeah,
one.
because you want to combo the baby Med Cargo from Celestial Storm. You want to combo that with the Med Cargo GX, so you get Crushing Charge of fire energy wherever you want.
Especially when I'm trying to hit really big bulky Pokemon because we'll start, but the dream.
All right, good luck.
You as well. Elm's Lecture.
So already this is kind of the start. I would want Jirachi and an NK on the bench. Looking pretty good.
This is sort of my ideal turn 1.
Got the Professor Elm's Lecture.
I want to be able to pull out Charmanders, thin my deck out a little bit.
See if you got your Ditto in there.
I do. I should look and see if I got anything else that's worth having. Okay. We're gonna test. Sometimes I like to just sort of talk through what we're both doing without quite showing each other like our hands, but trying to figure out.
So small disclaimer, this might look a little bit odd, but we have to overlap our playmats to try and fit it on this table. So yeah, I have to get used to it too, because typically I'll have this up here, but it's not gonna happen that way this time.
Right, and I'm holding the yellow and Ninetales. That's how focused on trying to say things to the camera I am right now.
Yeah. You should show them the Alolan Ninetales.
Oh, it's
a good looking
gorgeous. Card. I love it because I got a booster box and pulled it. It was a natural pull.
Not something you gotta buy online.
Yeah, although that's much more economically sound.
Yep.
Just buy the cards you want. That's all I can do. So
yeah, the Unified Minds, the new set in Pokemon, got released on Friday. I went out and bought 6 packs. Nothing, absolutely nothing out of it. Alright, I'll draw for turn.
Look forward to a potential breakdown of some of our favorite cards with our other buddy, who I will keep nameless because I don't know identity issues.
We'll see if he'll want to come over one of these days.
Yeah.
He's pretty tired today.
He was supposed to be here at our league, our local league.
I'm going to actually store a wish first.
And he had carpal tunnel or something from playing too much Pokemon. So, for those who say that you don't risk anything when you're playing Pokemon, and Pokemon players aren't athletes.
Said he was playing all day yesterday.
I get those.
All tired.
I get that whatever it's called. It's not a stress ball, but it's like it's got like a spring kind of. Mm-hmm. It's got the 2 handles, and you have to hold it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that's called. I know what you're talking about.
I grip train all the time.
Yeah, that's why this is just so easy for us.
Yeah, you gotta keep those hands.
Actually, I'm gonna go back in here. I decided to fail the Stellar Wish, but I will Mysterious Treasure away a Psychic Energy.
See, this is one of the reasons why Malamar remains pretty darn good.
Yes, because
the discarding energy fits so well into its ability, and it has a search to just find whatever you want.
We make a nice thorough search of the deck.
I have Elm's Lecture and Pokemon Communication, which is a cool card, but you have to be holding a card in your hand, so it's not as exciting as
I'm gonna grab another Inkay. It's important to have 2 or 3 of those out on turn 1.
Mm-hmm. You don't have to worry about getting Guzma's Night, so that's good.
Right.
I'm not sure who's going to be watching this, so want to keep it friendly to if you don't know what's going on. But at the same time, it's probably going to be for someone who attends a Pokemon League.
I'm going to bench Mew.
So, but Guzma.
Then I will Lily for 6.
Guzma, you can pick a target, pull it out. We have Custom Catcher, but that costs 2 cards instead of 1 card that you have to get to.
Okay, this isn't too bad. I will play Acrobite.
Show my hand full of redundancies.
Ooh.
I wish I could discard
I don't
cards.
believe I will need this Esper for this matchup.
You don't want to bench snipe me?
I don't know if I'll need to. We'll see. I might regret it.
Oh, right. All you need is Giratina.
I'm going to bench the second Jirachi. I got that off of the acrobike.
Preferably
I'll attach
3.
my
Nice.
skateboard. I do want to see if I can get my hands on a Giratina.
I'm in a kind of an awkward position here because this deck currently...
I'm going to go ahead and retreat into my other Jirachi.
Oh, gosh, he's going to get another card.
Stellar Wish.
Look at this guy over here.
I could fail it.
And he's just going to take another card.
Let's see here.
You might want to turn 1 Lily. I don't think you've supported yet, have you?
I have. I did the turn 1 Lily for 6.
Oh, you already... Oh. This is still turn 1.
So I have three Malamars in my hand. So I'm going to take a Pokemon Communication to get rid of one of these
Reverse
Malamars.
Hollow, the best kind of cards. That's interesting. Are you already holding 2?
Huh? Yes, I have 2 more in my hand.
Okay.
Alright, make sure everything's in the deck. It's always good to search your deck out. I'll get this. I don't have a way to discard it for its ability, but I'm going to just bench it.
Can always get right. I'm in a sticky situation because I started Slugma.
That's got a
Slugma.
hefty retreat
2,
cost.
and I don't ever want to attack with it.
I'm pretty sure you don't want to welder onto a Slugma.
No, you don't want to welder onto a Slugma to discard the cards. That's what we call a nightmare. A waking nightmare. So I'm basically thinking about just sacrificing the Slugma because I don't have currently in this deck any ways to move it. I don't have any switches.
I will attach Fighting Energy for turn.
Switches might be a good idea.
And then I am going to attach Spell Tag because Field Blower is out of format, and I know he does not play any Gusting in his deck. It's very hard to fit 4 Custom Catchers sometimes. And then I'll pass you.
You and your Spell Tags.
I know, they can be a little annoying, but I enjoy that little spread when I need it.
You and your gosh darn Spell Tags. Oh my god. I don't know what I'm gonna do here. And this is also... I have
2 Jirachis out because this is my hand. 2 Malamar and a Hoopa.
Oh my god. I'm hitting a bit of a puzzle here because my hand is full of redundant cards.
Okay. Well.
So...
Interesting.
Yes. I can get a rare candy through the Ninetales or the Mag Cargo. Ninetales is just going to sit there afterwards. Mag Cargo can give me a card every turn. If I card draw, it allows me to search out things, so I can play a Lily or a Welder.
For me, I would believe that the smartest play to do is play the Alola Ninetales because I don't play any Gusting in this deck either, so there's no way I could bring it up and knock it out. It's just sitting there. Yes, you're wasting, your Ditto bench space, and it would potentially...
Well, my main concern is that...
You can play both, technically.
I can play both.
It's just another energy
I just basically have to... Yeah. I either have to retreat
sitting the rest of your board until I knock it out.
Right. So... I think
it's probably the best play for now.
With your decision that I'm probably just gonna have to say goodbye to Mad Cargo and make my peace with that and hope I can set my board up a little better.
Yep, so he's gonna use Mysterious Guidance here, which searches his deck for 2 item cards, and he does have that Charizard in hand, so he's gonna be able to get a Rare Candy, a Pokegear.
I think I want a Pokegear.
I did not. I don't remember if he had the Rare Candy in hand.
I did not have a Rare Candy in hand.
So he's going to want that.
Yes. And so now I'm just thinking about what I'm going to smooth over here. Do I want to... I will be going back in, so let's just do that really quick. We'll Rare Candy Charizard out. I could Lily for 2 cards. Basically, I'm thinking, do I guarantee a Welder? Like, and then turn.
You have a Pokegear, right?
I have a Pokegear 3.0 in hand, and so I could smooth over, or I could just try to play the odds that after I shuffle.
I'd say to make things interesting, you just play the odds, and then you can get what else would you have in mind to get off of the smooth over?
Maybe a Fire Energy, or I think a Roaring Resolve. So.
I mean, if that does help you set up, then I would absolutely go for that. Because I think Pokegear, search top 7 cards, look for a supporter, and you play 4 Welder.
You know what? I think actually...
The odds of it are okay, I guess?
I think early on...
It's tough.
We'll see.
If you don't want to risk it, then I would definitely just go for the smooth over.
I think I like what you're going with the. I think I might want to
make sure you don't just don't blame me if you don't get it right.
Well, it could go either way.
You could get a bills analysis. You could get.
But do you want me to thank you when it goes the right way?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Let's see it.
You've worked at Burger King, right? So have it your way. Oh man, totally hit it. Well done, Matt. Well done.
Oh, you got it?
I did. I'm just.
All right.
I have to see though.
How many welders did you get in that?
Just one.
All right.
I'll grab the welder and then I'll smooth over. For that one.
How many Brock's grit do you play?
One? 2 currently.
2.
Against.
Potentially, I think you might be able, because I know you don't want the fire energy in your hand, but if you are going to do something like welder, fire crystal would be nice.
I thought about fire crystal.
Even
fire
just
crystal
one Brock's grit, 1 or 2 fire crystal.
Because I still find myself roaring resolve. Which I'm not sure if I want to roaring resolve.
Might be a little bit risky considering.
Giratina.
Yep. Of course, once you try and hit into that, I can just use spell tags, so maybe it's not.
Yeah, it doesn't really
the worst. But if you didn't do that, then I'd have to hit into it and waste 2 of my damage counters. I'm gonna cut. I'll have to waste 2 of my extra damage counters and put it on that Charizard to be able to knock it out. Instead of putting it somewhere else.
And this feels so bad.
Alright.
Lily for 2.
Lily for 2, okay.
The best move you could ever do.
I bet those are 2 really good cards.
They ain't bad.
Alright, Reshiram, Charizard. I'd say it's a halfway decent card, you know?
Yeah,
it's alright.
If you know what you're talking about a little bit, it's a card that, this is where I'm conflicted. I think I'm gonna go here and pass.
Alright, I will flip. I'm still asleep.
Sweep the world you rush.
Alright, I'll draw for turn. I will put these 2 Malamars down.
Why wouldn't you?
That was a pretty nice top deck in Pokegear. Let's see if I can have the same luck as Yoshi StarChild here.
He remembered. We were talking about that.
Yes. Okay. Alright.
That's my first Yoshi.
I would have preferred a Lily, but I will take a Cynthia, and I will not complain. Because I could have gotten absolutely nothing.
Well, I guess it's 6 cards instead of 5.
Yep. Cutwork's hat for you.
Well, I guess you can't run out of Giratinas. You can just not knock them out.
Yeah, that's true.
But then it just sits there doing damage.
It's basically whoever takes the first prize. Sometimes we just don't know how that's gonna work. So here's another hand with no energy, and I did get that Hoopa back. That's nice. But I'm gonna put down a Viridian Forest. I will play it to get rid of this Hoopa. And I do. Let me check one more time. I do have a switch in hand, so I will be able to take the first prize.
And I won't be able to smooth over.
Oh no!
It's kind of...
Take a Psychic Energy here, and then I will Mysterious Treasure that away.
I definitely need to run 2 Slugmas, because it's kind of... what I've been doing. Is it's how I search things. You search, you play a card, draw a card, and you get the top card. The card that you want.
Pretty much it right there. I will take... My Malamars are safe, so I'm going to take another Giratina, get that set up for its ability for next turn, potentially use that Viridian Forest. I don't have anything to discard right now unless I get something off of this Stellar Wish. Cutter tap.
It's one of the exciting things about the new meta is the...
I will use my ability.
It's hard to gust.
Okay, I got a Viridian Forest, a Switch, and a Cynthia. I am going to take the Cynthia.
I'm eating Swedish fish.
Gotta love that Swedish fish.
Do you want one?
Sure. Thank you.
Swims into his hand. I heard Bill Nye saying the other day that air is technically a liquid. And I don't understand that at all.
Air is technically... I've never heard of that. That's a new one. I will use both of my Psychic Recharge abilities on my Giratina.
I don't know where that I can't remember what the explanation was.
I'm gonna play Switch. Yeah, I think it is.
Like, I guess it's comprised of gas, but like maybe the whole thing total maybe makes, I don't know.
I will use Shadow Impact for the knockout.
I think that might be some.
So my thought process behind these 4 damage counters is: will he promote Reshizard or will he promote the Charizard? If he was to promote the Reshizard, he would have to welder 2 energies on it and then attach to be able to knock it out. He can't really knock it out of average anyway, so I think I'm just going to set the 4 damage counters on the active here, because Charizard, with just 2 energy, it's already going to knock it out.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and then I will take my prize. I put the 4 right here.
Oh, that's what you're saying.
And it's your go.
I almost think I'm going to give you this.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to set up a little more.
Probably a pretty good idea.
While you're...
Because definitely not lost, even though going down a prize in a pretty much 1 prize matchup is tough.
Right.
Plenty of combat mechanics like reset stamp. Right. I don't know if you've played that.
I don't have those currently. That's sort of...
I know one of my friends at our Pokemon League plays 2 in his deck.
Viridian Forest.
He was playing the Muck and Alolan Muck Tag Team GX with Malamar. 3 very, very close games. I actually ended up scraping that one out. I managed to pull away. I survived by 10 damage on game 3. Wow. He was playing Koga's Traps and he could not find his last one. It was a lot of fun.
For sure.
Yeah, that was an interesting matchup.
I haven't considered the latest set for this. This is all stuff that's currently out. Oh, I guess it's all out now.
Yep.
The set dropped like yesterday or something.
The World Championships are... I think they leave on Wednesday, right? Our friends leave on Wednesday?
I think that's what she
So
said.
it must be in 2 weeks. Yeah, the World Championships in DC, 2 weeks away. That's gonna be a lot of fun to watch.
Right, I already gave you 2 more prizes because I'm hoping for a miracle.
Might be a bit risky.
It's super risky. I have no way of freeing that alone Ninetales.
Gonna set up that Reshiram Charizard.
And I'm gonna draw 3 cards. I was considering, I think, De-Evolution Spray. Already Viridian Forest attached there. Look at my super awesome hand. It's so good. Like there's no way you can ever win.
I mean, you could have potentially Viridian Forest for that fire energy, bumped it with Heat Factory, and then played it.
I just drew Heat Factory.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So you had no idea it was coming.
Yeah. Unless I smoothed over for it.
Yeah.
Which I didn't. So that's literally all I could set up for Roaring Resolve. Do I want to have a higher chance of drawing an energy? I don't know, that without shuffling doesn't really... I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna just try to... Because I need to be drawing cards.
Gotta thin the deck.
Yep, I need to be drawing cards because I want to try to get rid of that clump right there. I want to try to make sure I have enough, and all I have is 2 attack. I mean, I have 2 attackers that they're pretty heavy. They're pretty heavy hitters. But this one's worth 3 prizes, so.
Yep.
And then I pass it over to you.
All right.
Cut or tap.
You sure you don't want to bump that Viridian Forest? I mean, I guess you could have some use for it.
Oh. I forgot about that fact.
So
what am I worrying about drawing fires?
You might.
Good point there.
The worst idea to leave that because you need to draw fire energy.
It's true.
I will be able to get rid of this guillotine I was talking about last turn, which I don't know how much that affects you, but
well, I mean,
I'm just gonna Cynthia the rest of it away.
I'm still looking at. I think I will not put the stadium out. I'm still trying to figure out this matchup and this deck.
I will drop
I call
the
this.
turn here.
Well, I don't have a name for it, but it's version 1.5. I like to think of it as. I had a starting version that had literally 4 welders and nothing else for draw support. It was awful.
It's hard to get that working.
Yes.
I have a Regizard list with that.
4 cards out of 60 cards.
I think I'm going to take this energy and attach it to this move.
That one has like Green's Exploration, right? Something to pull trainer cards.
Which one?
The Rescue Sergeant you had that had only 4 welder, and that was it for draw support?
That was the greens version. The other one that I play is
so you did have ways to at least
Tactics.
find those welders.
Yeah, I have 4 poker gear, 1 judge, 2 builds analysis, and then 3. It's either 3 or 4 blues tactics. Cutter tap.
I'm gonna check on the computer to make sure it's still recording it. The light's on.
All right.
Battery life's still good.
Okay. Draw my 6 cards.
This video brought to you by Microsoft Surface Pro 6. Microsoft, give me money.
Sponsored.
It's the best. All you have to do is head on over to Best Buy and.
So I won't be able to do too much with this hand.
24-month financing.
So I will just Shadow Impact for 130.
Okay. I'm gonna
and I will place these 4 right there. I can do 6 and 2.
Be the heathen that I am. I like to represent 100.
It's easier that way to be able to, Just for reading, sometimes that's easier.
I think it's I'll bring out a Charmeleon. Then I will discard this Professor Elm's lecture to search through, just ripple through here, just kind of take a look, see what I got on hand, and it's like this energy looks pretty good. There's 2 of them next to each other. I'll take that one. He was showing me how he shuffles, and
when your deck is
when it gets smaller, one of the things, and so I'm practicing that and getting a little better at it.
Yeah, I'm still pretty bad at shuffling. I lose cards, but when you have a thin deck, you just...
He's like, to me, he's what is going on. He's so good.
Yeah, one of our buddies from League, he's very experienced. He's a fast player. It's unbelievable how fast he can shuffle.
What's his last name? Okay, well, I think that's enough.
His name is Bill.
Bill? That's not even his real name, so boom.
No, it's not his real name.
Super protected. I think I will bump your Viridian Forest now.
Alright.
That feels okay. Mostly because...
Yeah, Bill's a very experienced player. He's good to test with.
Want to get as few cards in my hand as possible for this here Lily.
Alright, Lily for 4, not bad.
3 and 4. I don't feel particularly confident, but I still think I played fairly well, giving my opening hand and whatnot. I will Heat Factory.
There you go. It's very good stadium, especially when it can stick.
Super good.
If it's able to stick, it's just really, really good for.
You pointing that out just makes me think that it's not going to.
Maybe
it's
not.
Your turn. It's your turn.
I'll draw. And I will go ahead and bump the Heat Factory.
Why do you hate
Hey, you got 3 cards out of it. It's like
what
a how, right?
Sure, yeah, it's a how.
Yeah, it is.
It's a how for 2 cards.
Pretty much. I really don't want to do much with this hand because I like where it's at right now, but I don't know what to do with it. I think I will start by... I'm going to thin the deck a little bit, thin my hand. I'm going to go into Viridian Force with Cynthia. I am going to take...
We have Lily's.
No, I'm going to take a Psychic Energy, I think. I do have Lily in hand, but I'm going to go back in.
Sometimes want a thinner hand.
I will Pokemon Communication away my Garchomp and Giratina.
Okay. Going for the... You can always get it later.
I will choose to fail that.
For the 6 prize route.
I am in a pretty good spot, and anytime I would have to put that out, which is not what I want to do, that can be a little rough, because you have the Reshiram Charizard, you have Baby Charizard that can just blow it up out of nowhere. So who knows what you have in your hand, you know? Cutter tap.
It's true.
Okay, I will take the Psychic Energy, and I will just attach it to the active, and I will Lily for 4.
Okay.
Okay, I got
anything else you'd like
skateboard.
To do?
I have an acro bike. I will play that. Okay.
Dude, this is crazy.
I'm going to
I guess we'll
take.
see. Put all but one damage
I'm gonna
counter.
take that one.
On your Giratina through Shadow Impacts. I don't know if there are many games where Giratina sticks.
So let's see here. It has 80 on it, right? And you do 30
80.
base. Okay, so that would still make
true.
you. I guess it doesn't. Because then I would be in outrage range. You could simply send that up and attack it. So
That's
I will
fair.
Shadow Impact for knockout, and then I'll put the 4 damage counters on a Malamar. And take 2 prizes.
I like that. Force me to double blaze or flare strike.
That Ditto will hit onto the lost zone. It doesn't really matter at this point because there's not
you're
anything.
correct.
Only Brock script potentially, but
Right.
typically I'm not safe with just having 2 Malamars out. I want 2 Malamars and an Inkay or 3 Malamars out. So I have at least 2. So I have the attachment for turn,
By a single
and then Psychic Recharge twice because everything has basically a 3 energy cost between the Giratina and then the Giratina Garchomp.
Mm-hmm. I almost feel like I have to knock out your Giratina at this point. But then you can put out Giratina
I don't think
Garchomp.
like if I'm just not sure if there's an option here. If you're able to bump Viridian Forest or anything like that, or just disrupt my hand, that's why maybe Judge and Reset Stamp are good for this. For situations like this, at least.
Right. Like it definitely feels like I let you get too far ahead. And I don't know that I have a whole lot.
Ninetales, even if you didn't put up the Ninetales, if you were to put up the Charmeleon or anything like that, I'm still up by 2
You're
prizes.
still just taking the prize.
So it's just tough when you go down by even 1 or 2 prizes in a matchup like this.
Right. Maybe if I'd saved the Mag Cargo as a Ditto and just gave you the Slugma, then I would have had a Charizard slower, like, who knows. So, in that case, I want to try to do the best I can with what I have. And that's where I'm
So
trying
you
to
could
think about it.
potentially even just retreat to save the game, maybe?
Does that really save the game?
Or make the game longer? I don't know.
Like, I don't think anything saves the game. You know what? We'll show off your deck a little more, though, I think. I'm not sure what I
Sometimes
need to go.
stage 2 decks are very, very difficult.
They are difficult.
To set up. So
Yes, so I'm still
even
trying
decks stage 1 like Malamar, you're not always
Still
going to
on
have your EKs out.
the drawing board kind of phase of figuring out what this deck's gonna do. Matt's been working on this deck for months now.
Oh yeah, probably almost 3 months. I love this deck.
It's so good. Like,
It's probably one of the most powerful, if not the most powerful, non-GX deck. Like there's one with just specifically
I think I'm going
Giratina and
to.
spell tags.
I think I'm going to Brock's Grid.
Okay. And then it plays Espeon and Deoxys Tag Team GX, which it's GX attack. For 3 psychic energies, it spreads 10 damage counters wherever you like. And if you have 3 extra psychics attached, it spreads 20.
You gotta do all your targets, so I'll put those
An
in
idea
there.
of yours was the Espeon, Deoxys, and Weezing.
Oh
I
yeah,
think we might have to build that deck.
Malamar-
and try it.
the Malamar variant.
Yeah.
I think it could be pretty cool.
That would be...
I like to
Honestly,
come up
if
with
I
decks
can
that
set
sound
up-
cool, but
Because you have 4 Mysterious Treasures, right? 4 Pokemon Communication, and that's really all you need. I mean, you
right,
can
you
play
can find your cards.
your
Maybe
normal
a
Lily,
3/3
Cynthia,
using line
Pokegear.
instead of
Yeah, you don't want like a
instead of
ton because you
4,
have so
4.
many stage 1s.
right.
You could play Ditto in there too. That would be helpful. I even played Ditto in this list just to be a 5th Inkay, but if it can be multi-purpose, you know, be for evolving
I think I'll
Malamar and Weezing,
Pokemon Communication in
it would be even
Mag
better.
Cargo. Oh wait, no, that's not the one I want. I'm revealing my very. Do I have another card in my hand? I thought I had another Pokemon in my hand.
Well,
Well, it's fine. It's fine.
oh well.
I'm gonna put that in there and pull out that Slugma that I just got
Okay.
because I still might be able to get it. Who knows? Who knows? I've already lost, so more than likely. More than likely. So I'm not worrying about it too much. And we'll put that there. No, it won't. No, it won't. Because Welder's gonna save me. Welder's the best card in the video game. I mean, card game.
Welder is Welder a video game?
Welder?
In the video game? I've not heard
I
of
don't know
a
if she
Welder in
is.
a Pokemon
I
game.
imagine there's plenty of people that weld things in the Pokeverse.
Just this one specific welder.
I don't know about
chose for the Pokemon TCG.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that welder. Pokegear 3.0. Come on.
Nothing? Gotta fail a Pokegear?
Oh.
That's the risk of playing it. Oh man.
Hang on, you're right, I don't have to fail it.
You can if you want, but for thinning...
I might as well get rid of this build analysis.
I think that card's gone up to almost $8 as of today.
Okay, and this is
crazy.
I had to do stuff, you know. It's fun to watch people move the cards around. I think we're almost as fun to watch as the people that do it professionally. We'll say.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there
someday, somehow. And I will wonder where this was, and then we're gonna outrage.
All right.
No, I'm not.
Wait. Oh, that would have knocked me out.
I'm flare striking. That's what I meant to say.
Okay, flare strike.
Yeah, because if you do damage, I can just outrage.
So I have
or double blaze.
This spell tag. I'll put the 4 damage counters on the Reshizard.
Yep.
I'll promote this. I'm gonna draw for turn. I'll Pokemon Communication.
We'll let him do his play.
Away the Inkay. I think we should know what we're searching for at this point. Gonna go ahead and get that, and then we are going to Viridian Forest. Away a switch.
Oh,
grab that fighting energy.
And this is where he
do a quick little shuffle.
By the way,
cutter tap.
Tap.
Oh, all right. Oh, you're gonna cut? Okay.
Yeah.
Psychic return.
That's gonna stop you.
Twice. Should I steal her wish? No, I'm not gonna steal her wish.
That's very nice of him.
Oh my goodness.
No BMing.
That'd be so rude.
Then you Cynthia.
Alright, I will Calamity Edge for 240, and that is knockout. I take my 2 prizes, and that's the game. Good game, sir.
Well, I tried.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you dead draw.
But look forward to this and more like this.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. I definitely want to do it again. Maybe our other friend will come. I'm sure he will want to.
I'm sure he'd be down.
We were talking about doing this for a very long time now.
Yeah. So and here it is, and not the most ideal form, but
you'll probably see these videos sometime, like either when Worlds is happening, just barely before, or maybe even after.
I could probably get it up tomorrow. I'm building a backlog.
Who knows how many people will be watching this? Who knows if anyone even knows what Pokemon is or what we're even doing? They're just gonna be,
Yes.
But hopefully this gets to the right place. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and
you got to start somewhere.
Yep.
But, thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and spread the good vibes.
Yep.
Live well. I love you.
I love you too.
Live well, because death's coming and it can't be stopped.
Are we cutting this part?
I don't know. That's how I sign off.